Good morning, folks. AJ, the CEO here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate y'all being here and all that other good stuff. I'm monitoring everything because I'm streaming at a bunch of places. Make sure we don't have any issues like last time. Again, thank you so much. Now, no one has said it, but I'm just responding. This right here, this caught me off guard. It is just a cold sore. And I don't know why. Normally I get them right here when I would play on trombone and when it'd be cold and stuff like that. So this one in the crack of my mouth has been very difficult. If you try and eat anything and then it just messes up and all this other fun stuff, might be more information that you wanted to know, but hey, just letting you know as well. Hope y'all are all doing well. What am I forgetting? Hey, just realized that I made a miscalculation because I don't do sports. So our roundtable that I canceled last week, I said it was going to be for this Sunday, but y'all reminded me it's this game or something that's going on Sunday. So we won't be doing it this Sunday. It will be the following Sunday for our roundtable. I appreciate all the messages, phone calls, and all this other stuff like that. Again, just to let you know, PSA, I don't do these videos and other videos just as, just to put my business out there and ask for sympathy. It ain't nothing like that, but I appreciate y'all doing that. It's just stuff that I talk about that I know hits here, and I just have a feeling that sometimes other people, especially in media, are going through the same stuff. So I do that to hopefully help people realize that you're not alone, and it's okay that you thinking and feeling a certain type of way, because guess what? This happens here too. So I appreciate it again, and just appreciate the encouragement, folks. So one thing, if I don't get to your question, know that you can email me at questions@ajhomes.com. And I just remembered I did not order off the prize for our Bible trivia that we did last week, which I'm going to do again today. I didn't forget you. Excuse me. I just been so busy, I forgot to ship it off. I'll do that here in a half a second. If you're not a part of the Facebook group and you want to be in on the roundtable and all that other fun stuff, go to facebook.com, look up Modern Media Ministry Made Easy, answer the 3 questions, and you are there. If you ever need any extended help beyond email, as in if you have to email me more back and forth, and we're going back and forth more than 4 emails, I highly recommend that you go ahead and just book a consultation. Go to ajhomes.com/consultations. We can do a phone, video, or even an on-site if need be. What else? I'm trying to get all the formalities out of the way. I was doing, excuse me, had something stuck right here. I was doing Mount Tabor's install, and we ended up having an issue. The sound was working. The receiver just died. It wouldn't start up for no reason. So I've had to send that back. We got all the speakers done, but then that died. We got everything in the sanctuary done. I'm probably going to edit the video so that y'all can see it, but I have to go back and do a couple more things and train. So be on the lookout for that. That's going to be in 2 weeks, because this Sunday I'm going back to St. Timothy because of some other stuff that happened with the inspection. To finish that up, I'll do the final tour of y'all seeing everything that we did at St. Timothy's Episcopal. I'll be there Sunday. Monday, I was supposed to be at Liberty Baptist Church in Amelia, but something came up, so we have to change that. So Monday, I have a surprisingly free day, but most of the time, Mondays, I'm closed anyway. Tuesday, we are flying out to be in Birmingham, Alabama from Tuesday through Saturday. We're going to be out there to help finish up some stuff that I guess a installer just messed up the church. Just didn't finish their stuff, so they called me in. I'm going to finish up and try and get their stuff straight, and then we'll be back. Then what? That next Sunday, I will be, I'm trying to think. Am I supposed to be at Mount Tabor? Back? I think it's the 3rd Sunday. Yeah, I think I'm going to be back at Mount Tabor that 3rd Sunday to train with them and be there for their service. And then all of March, I am closed. I am taking a month off. I will still do some little projects, but I'm not going to be, taking consultations and stuff like that unless I've already booked it. I got a couple of installs I need to do down in North Carolina at Oasis of Hope the rest of this month. But anyway, enough about that. Let's go ahead and holler at some folks, see how y'all are all doing. Chad, hey, good morning to you, sir. Brother Art from Phoenix, hello, hello. Brian Jones, hey, good morning. Isaac from New York, hello, hello. Israel from Fort Worth, how are you doing? Michael, hello, hello. Yeah, you didn't miss much. Had a bunch of stuff going on and then moved it to Saturday, but, hey, glad you're here. G. Albert, why did that jump on me? G. Albert, hello, hello. Reverend Leroy, hello, hello. JJ34, I haven't seen you in a minute. Glad you're here. Kendra. Hey, good morning, Jamie. Hello, and I will get to y'all's questions. Just know, to make it easier for it to jump out to me, go ahead and put a Q there. Put a Q in front of your question so that it jumps out. I just saw another comment here on Facebook, so that's all. I'm just waiting for it to show up on here. Mike, hey, good morning. Monty, what is going on, sir? Darius, hello, hello. Anthony, what is going on? Parker, hello, hello. Bruce, hello. Who jumped on there? Steven, hello, sir. And we'll get to some of the other questions here because I think we're getting into questions here. Philip Paul, hello. John, hello. Clint was the question I was looking at on Facebook. Hello, I'll get to you. Benny. Benny, how you doing? Mr. Clarence, hello, hello. VA to the Virgin Islands Travel Channel, hello. I believe that's Virgin Islands, hello. David, hello. Actually, I was planning to go to Oregon. I haven't seen my friend Nikki from when I used to go to church conferences growing up, the Ministers' Wives and Widows Conference. We used to travel all over the place. I haven't seen her in almost 25 years. I was actually planning to go out there in March. It all depends. That was what I was going to do on my break, but I will let you know. Let's see. Ryan, hello. Pastor Isaac, hello. Mark, hello. Video Kate, hello. Larry, hello, hello. RK Creative, hello from Kingston, Jamaica. Haven't been there in a while. Want to come back down there. Tyler Media, hey, good morning. Trevor, hello. Sydney Bullock, hello. I was going to say, Sandra Bullock is on here. Yes! All right, let's get to y'all's questions, folks. Make sure, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't, and hit that bell notification because for whatever reason, YouTube sometimes does an update and knocks the bell stuff out. So please go ahead and verify that and do that again, and I will greatly appreciate it. And then, like I said, I need to make an intro for this, but I am going to bring some Bible trivia back in here to, add some fun to this, and we will be doing a we will be doing a giveaway as well too, just to make it be a part of that. That is going to be a part of the table mats. That's what I'm giving away right now. You see that one right there, and you haven't seen this video, but what you see right there is the unified door access with a strike lock and all this other good stuff. Because at Gates of Faith, I have a video that's coming out. I'm waiting for the doorbell to ring. I think the video is going to be called Let's Unify the Church. And we're going to be installing a full suite of Unify equipment there. We're going to be doing network, Wi-Fi, security cameras, door access. We're going to be putting the whole suite of everything because a bunch of y'all asked me to talk about networking. And this is the easiest thing to do because I'm redoing their entire network. We have access cards, and I think I moved them over there. Access cards to swipe the door, all this other stuff, VPN, mag locks, security cameras, all this other fun stuff. So that is a big project that I will be breaking down and showing if you ever want it. Now, this church, this is my home church. They have just Verizon Fios there with a modem and just have a bunch of stuff strewn all over the place to have everything together, which like most people do. So what this is, my approach to this is going to be, we're going to unify the system. We're going to put in some enterprise grade switches, put access points, have Wi-Fi throughout the entire building, the security entire building. We're replacing all their security cameras. I won't show where that stuff goes, obviously, but we'll have door access, scheduling so that people can get in, all this other stuff. And we're going to be playing around with a lot of Unify stuff that we haven't had a chance to talk about here. And hopefully this will give you an idea that you can do this in phases, because this is the same thing I did here at my house. I have all the same stuff there. But anyway, let's go to Reverend Leroy's question. And that's what I was reaching up here because I put my camera up so I can have a secondary system so that I won't be looping into infinity for this. If Prism will open up. There it goes. There's an update. I'll do that later. And sorry, I'm just trying to prep for your question here. All right. Good morning. AJ, can you show us how Prism remove background removal works live? sure, I would do as best as I can. So let's go ahead and cut over here to Prism. I have my other camera set up here. And like I told y'all folks, Prism Live does use, and I never edited that video Prism 2. I need to do that. It just felt so unorganized, but I'll probably put that together. Let me get my camera working because I used a different capture card for this and my camera is in the way. I can't see the drop down. Hold on. Where's it at? It's not showing up. That's a line in. It was a capture card that it came with a camera that I had. If that don't work, I'm just gonna have to forget it. Let me hook this up over USB real quick. That's not how I want to do it. I had this capture card here that came with a camera and it's not working for me. Is this USB long enough? Hold on. There we go. Gosh, that was a pain. Let me go back to the camera, deactivate, activate. There it goes. All right, so we got this up, and let's turn this chat off because it's not live anyway. And you wanted to know how to do the background removal. So let's do this 2 ways. I'll break out the green screen because we haven't used that in a minute. So let's come here to filters and it's doing this on this other screen again. Let me try this again. Filters. And I don't think this is the one that you were talking about. You were talking about the background removal. That's a straight plug-in. So let's see. Background template. And I really don't know why this is not letting me pick it on this screen here. So as you can see, I'm adding it. And I can pick my background. And let's go ahead and pick the oith, because that's what I like. And let's move this down. No, that's a background template. That's not what you were talking about. My apologies. We need to do a background removal. That's a background template. I'm off today. Hold on. Let's go back here. Properties. And I really must be missing something. So let's see. Let's just go through it and see if I'm missing something here. And I'm looking through the filters, audio, video, none of them are there. If we go to effects filters, it doesn't have any of them. But I'm just going to do it that way because that's how I would do this. So for a background removal, if I'm wrong, I would do a update on this to fix this. So we're going to go to filters. I'm just going to do a chroma key to get rid of the green that's behind me. As you can see, it just turned off, and that was me just turning it on right here. So we got that. So now if I bring that background back up, it's going to see through that. Now, if I was centered more, it would do it that way, but that's the exact same way. And as you can see, if I move too much, you can still see that green. And that's where you want to start really playing around with some of the similarities. If I do it too much, it'll get rid of everything. We want to correct some of the smoothness on here. And it's really just really dialing it in, because if I do too much, it'll start removing color in my face and all this other stuff. See, like that's too much, obviously. Let's go back to the defaults and see, this is working a little bit better from here. So again, I don't have a big enough screen to cover the wide shot of here. Like if I was doing it directly on the ATEM, that might be something different, but hopefully that helps you and answers your question. And I guess I'll leave the green screen up for right now. Let me turn this camera off because that battery will die on me really fast. All right, so I hope I answered your question. Let me know if there was anything, if you were looking for a plugin or something like that directly, because obviously I must have missed that if that's what you were talking about. So my apologies. All right, I just did that one. Kendra, how can you check to see what OBS version you're using along with the plugins? All right, that is, for the OBS version, that's pretty straightforward. You would just go to the About over here. And we come up to Help, go to About, and that tells your version. But then also your version is right there in the upper left, right there. Now, where was that? The plugin version. There was a tool that somebody talked about on the Facebook group as well that talks about your plugins. I don't recall the location of that right now. If anybody else knows where that is, please share that in the comments. I don't recall exactly where that is. But that's what your version is, and we'll get back to you on the plugin version as soon as we can. Jamie here would like to know, good morning, any recommendations for a LED wall brand price looking to install at my church? Well, the ones that I've used, some people have given me some other recommendations, but I have used this company 5 times, and I am very happy with them, and that is LED Nation based out of Florida. They have some very good prices. I'm looking at this now to see if they have any stuff. And I've really I was getting ready to say, they do these YouTube videos in the background, which is cool. But there's one that just is annoying. This is one guy I just want to say that the church is, we so happy with I'm like, dude, stop clapping. Watch, it'll probably be on this one right here. This is exactly the one I'm talking about.
Good day, I'm Alex Clark with KG1. We just finished installing 4 crossover church, this beautiful LED wall.
I'm like, stop clapping. I can't stand it. I'm sorry. That's like somebody smacking the mic to test it. But anyway, we've done, they have some very, very good deals. So like this one is actually, I've installed this one before, and this one is now lower, about $2,000 lower. And I think the biggest one I think I've installed was this one, this 19 by 9.5. I think that is the one. No, I did one bigger than that. I think it was this one is the one I think I installed at Abundant Life. But again, that's LED Nation. They do have some bundles catered to churches. No, it was this one because it was 4 rows. That's the one I did. So really good prices. I remember when I was looking at doing these, they were super, super expensive back in the day, but they've come down in price. Work with them. They'll give you the not the pixel size, but the, what is it? Why am I drawing a blank here? Let me click on one so I remember what I'm talking about. I forgot. It's 2.91 millimeters. I think it's the pixel width. width or pitch or something like that. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but you'll have to be aware of how far away somebody is from the screen. Most of the screens that I've installed, people have been up to 12 to 20 feet away. If it's any closer, you might have to have the pixels closer together, because the closer you're to the screen, you'll be able to see how separated they are. So we did 2 at Good Shepherd, 1 at Signs and Wonders, another one at Abundant Life. That's another one that I'm getting ready to install, fix and properly installed at the church in Alabama. That's what we're doing. And most of them, this is just a vendor, but the brand that they use is the Markel brand. Marical brand, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but that's the one that I've seen all these companies use. They sell the same one. So that is the brand that I have installed. So hopefully that helps. I'll put the link down in the comments for you to see. And hopefully that helps you. Israel would like to know, my J5 USB to HDMI adapter is connected to a Blackmagic Mini, okay, but it stopped working. Any suggestions on a better adapter to a J5 USB to HDMI adapter? What are you connecting to it? What is that, a phone or something like that you have there? Because I'm not familiar with that one specifically. Oh, never mind. Yes, I am. That is the same one I've used. What are you connecting it to? Is it computer that you're trying to get an adapter? What is that? Because I mean, I had to look up the exact one that you have. I've used similar ones like this. I think I got one right behind me. Something like this. This is the one that I have. This is actually a USB-C version, and gives me, this was actually I got for a Mac. But let me know if it died all of a sudden. That's strange. Honestly, I would probably just go with a similar one, or this one. This is an iHome. It all depends what you're connected to. I use Anchor ones. That's what I have for my Mac, and works fine. Let me see. What's the one that I use? This is actually, I think, the one that I got. Yeah, I do this for my laptop because my laptop's Ethernet port is dying. But this works with the Mac. I bought 2 of them. One is for my Mac, one is for my laptop. And this is not the same one. Mine only has one HDMI out. But something like, and I think mine was like $30 some. So that's a good option. I've been very happy with the Anchor brand. I would try that. I'll put a link to this one, and then maybe this one will point you in a direction to the exact one you're looking for. And you get some extra plugins with that as well too. So that helps. Michael wants to know, can you give an update on the media conference? I'm still working on it. I mean, just really got thrown off with just a whole bunch of stuff that just kind of hit this part of the month. I'm still trying to aim for it. Most likely it's going to be all online again, but the people who are available to come locally, they will either can be teachers or help with the whole logistics of live streaming and stuff like that. But I'm still trying to work on that as well too. G. Albert was saying, heads up, Facebook live streaming changes are coming to groups April 22nd, 2024. Thank you for the update. And he also says Facebook is planning to discontinue third-party live streaming access to groups, live streaming to Meta, Facebook effective. That's interesting. I'm going to look that up real quick. See if there's an update. I don't see an official update from Facebook about that. But when we do, we'll make sure we talk about that as well. But thank you for the update. And that's kind of the benefit of the stuff that we do from our groups when we get information like that. Isaac also wants to know, opinion on HDMI fiber cables. They are great. I use them for pretty much everything here and some of my installs. I had one on the floor. Hold on 1 second. So here's one that I had here for when I hooked up my camera upstairs. They're really good. I think at Mount Tabor, what I just worked on, I put them there. I like using them because they save not having to buy the converter, because typically a converter, because if you buy them from Amazon, they bumped up the price. If you get them from B&H Photo, they're the list price of how much Blackmagic actually charged for them. So SDI to HDMI converter. So see, with the power supply, well, actually they have bumped up. They used to be $59. They bumped up by $10. But with a supply, it's like this. But if I look up the exact same thing on Amazon, not that one, that's a bidirectional. See, that's surprising. That's actually the right price. See, normally they would bump them up like this, but the original price is actually this. And see, the HDMI to SDI, that's what this one is. HDMI to SDI, they marked it up. I mean, you're saying this, oh, AJ, it's only $2.50. No, actually, it's way more than that. They bumped it up by $7.50. But you got to see, that's how much that price is. But if I look for like the ones that I use, see a 50-foot. Now, again, we're looking at $70 for the converter minus the cable, and you need a power supply and another HDMI cable to connect to it. So like that 100-foot, the one I just had, that's $56, and you can get 10% off. So that's going to be like $51 for a 100-foot cable. Now, I would not use, and now, nor have I ever used a fiber optic HDMI cable when it's in a hazardous place. Like if I have to go outside, I will not use that. If it's in a ceiling that has prone to birds or squirrels or something like that, I would not put it there either. Like the drop ceiling that I put it in Mount Tabor, that drop ceiling is a drop ceiling under its original ceiling, which is barely a foot of space. So that there is perfectly fine. But when I need it to be in a rough location, as in like through brick and all this other stuff, like what I did at St. Timothy's, I use fiber optic HDMI cable for the camera that's in the back because it's only about 40 feet away from the media booth. But the one in the front, because it had to go through brick and all this other stuff like that, and it was a long run. Could I have used fiber optic HDMI? Yeah, I could have. But because I have no idea how that stable is going to be, that space is going to be, I've ran SDI. But long answer, yes, fiber optic HDMI is great. I use it on everything that you see here. The camera that's behind me, that one right there is connected over fiber optic HDMI. Man, my head, I need to shave again. But the camera that I have here, my PTZ Optics, that's looking up to the ceiling, that is connected over fiber optic HDMI. That one is not, just because it's so close. My Mac is connected to it. So yes, I have used them in numerous installs, and I used them here, and I think they work really great. Clint on Facebook, how can I make my church live stream better using OBS and ATEM? Well, what do you mean by that? By looking better? Because if you're using the ATEM to bring in everything like I'm using right now, the ATEM is going to be able to sync the audio and video for you, so the computer doesn't have to handle that. Now, if you're sending everything from the ATEM to OBS, just like I'm doing right now and sending everything to vMix, it will work, but it's going to be contingent on your computer, on does it have the processing power to handle all the stuff that you're trying to do. So like, for example, right now, if I go over here to my streaming system that is running everything, and let me scoot my chair up just a little bit, maybe you'll be able to see it if I can zoom in enough. It's handling everything, and if I stream over here, as you can see, it is using 100%, 100% GPU and 4% of the CPU. So it is not struggling at all to do what my stream is doing. And even though I'm getting everything from the ATEM, that's controlling, there's my ATEM right there that's controlling everything, that's fine. And you see everything that you're seeing, which works great. But if your computer that's running OBS, that's processing all of that, has to be able to handle everything that's going in and doing the encoding and the streaming. So again, I say a lot that I need some more details when you're saying to make it better. What does that mean? Are you talking about image quality, the performance, the syncing up of the audio and video, all that stuff? Because that's going to help answer the direction of how that's going. Anthony, is there a way to change my internet IP address? I keep getting alerts from the provider that a hacker was blocked from accessing my computer. No, you don't need to change that, but firewalls on your router will help benefit that. So now, Anthony, I know the stuff that you do. You might want to jump over here to the Unify bandwagon, because it does have some firewall stuff that can possibly help. So let me show you like the back end of my network here. So here is the brains of everything that's organizing everything. But if I come here and let's look up, I want to look up the security. So like right now, I can do a lot of stuff in here that blocks a lot of things. Like I can block ads from my router so that I don't see them on the web page. I normally keep that off right now, but you could do that. It does do traffic inspection. It will block certain stuff, malicious IPs. So if somebody tries to hit, or whatever, it just completely ignores it completely. Now, the reason I say that is no matter what you do, it's always people out there that's scanning your stuff. Always. Just the nature of it is. You can get AI, you get bots to do this stuff, and it just scans all the time. But you can look at one of these smaller ones like the Dream Router. Actually, this was replaced now with the Unify Express. This has that same functionality in here, and it acts just like a router. You still need to connect some other stuff. It does have Wi-Fi built in, but it has an intelligent scanning of searching for stuff. So mine can do a lot of things, and most modern routers can do as well. So I wouldn't necessarily say you will want to change your IP address, but like, for example, let's test this out. Let's see if it's actually still here. What is it? Shields Up by GCR. I think that's what it is. GRC. This is a old website that I had heard about when I used to watch Tech TV, if y'all remember that. This thing will actually scan your network to see how your Wi-Fi is responding. So first, it responds back that this is the name that my network is from Fios, But a good firewall on your network should not respond at all. Meaning if it responds, if somebody's hitting it, doing a ping to a port and it responds, that's saying, hey, I'm here. If it doesn't respond at all, that means it looks like there's nothing there. That's what a good firewall should do. So if we do Shields Up, and I am doing this live, and I can see what is exposed on my network. So I'm going to look at not just common ports. I'm going to look at all my service ports. So it finds my global IP address that's coming from Verizon. When you see green, that means it's stealth. Blue means that it did respond to that port, but the port is closed. It's like you walk into a church at night and you go to every window and every door to see if it's open. That's what a scan is doing, to see every port that's available on your network. Is it open? And you don't want it to respond at all, because if it doesn't respond at all, then it's like it makes it look like it doesn't exist. And that's what you really want it to do. So everything you're seeing right now, somebody is pinging my IP address that comes here to my house, and nothing is responding. The firewall is stopping everything. So I will put a link to that, grc.com, and the app is called Shields Up. The link is there. So wait a minute, Shields Up. And it's a good thing to test, because if you start sending this stuff and you start getting answers, that's showing whoever's scanning your stuff that, hey, this is open. So right now, mine passed. It looks like nothing exists at that IP address, which is good. So if you're getting those responses, Anthony, that means that your router or whatever is flagging something, and it could be fake. It could not actually be your IP, your ISP saying that as well too, because I've seen that as well too. I got people saying, "Hey, your computer." Had people calling me, "Your computer is sending back flags of this." First off, no one, Microsoft, Apple, no one's gonna call you. They don't care if your computer's doing anything. Microsoft, all these computer companies will not call you if there's a problem with your computer. That's the first thing. Don't answer stuff like that. So, hope that helps you. Yes, they very much do. See, y'all funny. Y'all funny. Benny wants to know bit rate for 1080p at 60 frames per second and required Wi-Fi speed. First off, don't you dare try it on Wi-Fi. But your bit rate is really contingent on what platform you're going to. Like your bit rate for YouTube, I think is between 3,000 and 6,000, something like that. And then it all depends. So you look at that, that's 6,000. So that's 6 megabits per second. So if you're looking at your upload speed, so let's go back over here to my network and take that down here. So let's do two things real quick. Let me cut over to this camera and scoot up so you can actually see here. So my web presenter is streaming right now at 4K. And right now, my bit rate for streaming in 4K is 39,000 bits per second. That's what mine is streaming to. That's not, the average person would not stream to that. So in other words, that means that my signal needs to be, my upload speed needs to be able to support 39 megabit upload speed every second to maintain this 4K. So if I run a speed test, well, the most recent one that was ran at 3 a.m. was that my upload speed is 918 megabits per second and 911 megabits down. So I am nowhere close to tapping out what I have here. So when it comes to your bit rate, if your upload speed, like let me remote in to Antioch because I still have access to their stuff. I mean, I built their computer. So let's look at their stuff real quick. We log in here. And I want to show you. Now, again, you could use Wi-Fi. I don't recommend it because Wi-Fi can fluctuate. You have a cable connected. Is very rare that's going to go up and down. So let's do. Now, I'm on the church's network. They have Comcast there. Let's go ahead and do a speed test. Well, Xfinity, Comcast, same thing. Let's run a speed test to see what their speed is. I really hope they've upgraded their stuff because I pushed for them to upgrade years ago. So that's around like 180 down, which again, download speed means nothing. Upload speed is what's important. 22. So theoretically, you could put your bit rate up to almost like 20,000, megabits per second. You wouldn't want to do that because you want to give some space. You want to do maybe half of that. So let's look at it again. That says, get out of here. So that says the upload speed of the church is 22 megabits a second. You'd never want to max that out. You want to give yourself space, room to grow. Maybe half of that. But honestly, I would say a fourth of that. So what's that? That's about 4,000, 5,000. So if we look at OBS, let's see what there's, and again, this is contingent on your computer, what it can handle too, and your network. If I look at the output, that's actually low. That's at 2,500. So technically, This could go to 4,000. But at 2,500, again, that's 1/10 of what the upload speed is, which is good. You never want to tap anything out. So again, I added a whole lot of info into that, but you want to make sure that you are your upload speed can handle it, your network can handle that, and all this other stuff. And can Wi-Fi do it? Yeah, it can, but you need to make sure, is that Wi-Fi, when you test it, going to be fully maxed out? If everybody's on the Wi-Fi, can you still maintain it? That's why I don't like the Wi-Fi, because you can have a wired connection and that's just it. So that's just me. John, and sorry for dragging out a lot of these questions, but y'all are asking good questions, so we're trying to answer them as best as possible for you. We just got a QU32 sound mixing station. Any tips, tricks you can recommend AJ or anyone else running the sound mixing console? I've set up one, but I don't know enough off the top of my head to be able to regurgitate anything right now. Now, if we were like in a FaceTime or a Zoom or something like that, I could probably talk you through it by me physically seeing it. But right now, I don't know. But I mean, what tips and tricks are you looking at right now? Are you leaning towards? But let me know and we'll see what we can do. Hey, AJ, are you available for a quick estimate and showcase? Email me at questions@ajhomes.com. I don't know what in reference you're talking about, but email me at questions@ajhomes.com, and then I'll respond to that, and we'll see what we can do. Let's see. Let's see the next question here. Sydney, the same thing. We need a consultation for evaluation at MLBC in Washington, D.C. I will be there this Sunday to help them out. Email me at questions@ajhomes.com, and then maybe on my way back, we can catch up or something like that, or we set up another time when I get back, and we can do that. Again, all of that stuff, you can go to ajhomes.com/consultations, and we're able to help you out as best as possible there. Let's have an Apple good time. Boo! Shane and Hannah, hey, what's going on? Back to Chad. Yes, we're looking at the unified door access. Excited for it. I mean, it's really cool. Let me give you a sneak peek of how this works, and let me turn on my wireless so that I can actually move. All right, so I am on here. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Let me turn it up just a little bit, and let me disconnect from here. I can't hear myself now, but oh well, we'll see. So let's go to camera number 6. I got my multi-view changed over to there. All right, so hopefully y'all can hear me. So now on our unified access, what we want to do, and it's really cool. Let me bring up my ATEM software so I can actually change my view here. And my joystick is not over here. Oh well, we'll get by with this. So the way this works, we have our little scanner that's going to actually go on the outside of the door, and we have an electronic lock that's hooked up. So right now, it's locked. I can't get inside of it at all. We do have an exit button that's connected, so if I hit this, see, now it's open. Give it a second. It's locked now. Once I get here, I can't get back in here. Or if I have a card that's assigned to a people, I also have some key fobs that are coming in today too.
Hello.
See, now I can get in. See, now it's locked. Now, this is a card that I had assigned to me. I have another card somewhere. Where did I put it? Well, like for example, I'm gonna use this other card that's not configured at all. So if I do this.
Invalid card. Invalid card.
See, somebody just can't come in and swipe any type of card. You can actually do a schedule on the stuff as well too. So really cool. So let's come back over here and let me plug in and go back to my regular mic so y'all can hear me. So let me show you how that works inside the system as well too. So if we cut back over to Unify, and let me go to my system as well. So if we cut over here, as you can see, everything that we just did was logged. So it will show a running tally of who was doing what. Now, I also have a camera hooked up to this as well too. So anytime somebody enters the door, it actually records a video of who did it. So you can verify by card who signed, who came in, what time, all this other stuff. Now, I do have another card. I don't know what I did with it. But what you could do, you can put a schedule on here. So like, for example,
Now give me the beat.
All right. Folks, can y'all hear me at all? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Let me see. All right. Can y'all hear me? All right. So my whole streaming computer just crashed. That's the shows you why you don't want to do it. Now I am streaming directly from the ATEM right now. So let me change my headphones so I can actually hear. So all of the graphics and all that other fun stuff, I am not going to be able to do. So hopefully, now I can hear myself now. Please let me know if you hear any noise or static or something like that. I'm not going to be able to really change much about that. Now, vMix Social is still going on. I did an update right before I got on here, so I wish I hadn't have done that. But, oh well. Such is the nature of tech. This is why you always got to be prepared. You just never know what's going to happen. So, again, all the graphics and stuff like that, I won't be able to do, like bringing up your comments and stuff like that for right now. But, yeah, my whole vMix stuff is just, like, hung. So, actually, I'm going to restart the computer, and maybe I'll be able to get it back up so I can see, because all of my stuff that I normally would see, I can't see right now. So I am leaning on y'all to let me know how things are going. So, and again, since vMix Social just went down, I can't see where I left off in the comments until the computer is back up and reconnected. So my apologies. So I really need y'all to put a Q in the comments so I can see what's going on. with y'all stuff. So let me just go old school. Let me pop out the chat so that I can actually read it from here. So we're going to just be going through all the stuff this way. So let me see where we left off at. I see where y'all said no sound, no sound. And again, y'all are seeing the comments. Since I'm using vMix Social, it's after the fact. So my apologies. I don't know where I was, where y'all didn't hear the comments. And it's not showing me everything. Let me unmute for a second. Really need y'all. All right, so I'm hearing here, so gotta love it, gotta love it. And it's not showing me all the comments, so I can't really. Wow, my computer didn't come back up. Wow, I wasn't expecting to have to fix that. So let me see. The last comment I'm seeing right here is from Leon. So again, my apologies. We just have to go from there. Hey Jay, we're moving from a PC to Mac Studio this week, running Wirecast for the first time. Cool. Larry, true to you, Mitchell, what kind of PTZ cam are you running? I got an AVCANS 20X. Well, right now, number 2 right here, and let me actually zoom out here so I can actually see this camera. All right, my computer just came back up. This one right here, that is a Famaco 4K AI tracking 20X. This is my SMT AV 10X. That is my overhead camera. This is a PTZ Optics Move SE 1080p 20X. And then this is a BZB Gear 4K 20X AI tracking camera as well too. That's what I am using right now. So I'm really hoping I can get my stuff back up here. Give me 1 second, folks. All right, so vMix Social should be back up so I can see y'all's comments. Yay, that's back up. All right, and I'm going to try and bring vMix back up, and we might have a quick cut over so I can get back over to that. Close this. Let's open up my template. Let's see if that goes. All right. So, again, I don't know where it left off. Yeah, the buzz is just because of what's coming through here. I don't have it tweaked on the ATEM because I normally don't do my audio that way, which is strange. I really wonder where that buzz is coming from. Now, there's something else I got to work on. All right, so the last thing I hear in the comments, I'm just seeing where their sound is gone. So let me go back to, I'm wondering if one of my hard drives died, because I'm just waiting for vMix to open back up. I might have to downgrade from that. But anyway, I'm waiting on that. Let's go back to y'all's comments here. All right, yay, that's back up. My sound is back up. Give me a half a second, and I'm going to try and switch back over to the web presenter. All right, so we should be back now with vMix streaming. Hope that is. All right. That should be back. Let me know. Is it working good for y'all now? It says I'm back. and vMix audio, everything is going through. Please let me know if that is working for y'all. All right. I think we're caught back up. So wow, that was fun. All right, so let me catch back where I left off. If there was anything other than that, I'm sorry. I'm picking up from where Miriam was. That's the last one I have here. So let me see. I'm just waiting for this to catch up to see if my audio is here. Good for y'all now. All right, I'm getting here. All right, good. All right, Miriam, what church security camera system do you recommend? The one we have is older and hard to use and only able to access. I would say, honestly, the Unify one. That's the one that I'm using personally here at home, as well as everywhere else. Like I want to be careful how I do this. Like this is the same thing I have installed in my mom's house because she's far away and she doesn't have any access to the cameras, but I do, so that I can see everything that's going on. Hopefully my mom ain't out doing nothing crazy. Oh, was that wow, it was a raccoon. It's a raccoon on my mom's front steps. So the AI will track animals. So as you can see, this raccoon showed up on my mom's steps. Wow. So in other words, it tracks and intelligently does this stuff. I only have a few cameras there. So my mom is there and it looks like she lost a hubcap on a car. So, it's very straightforward on what you could do, and you don't have to have a big setup for it. This is a small camera system that I have. So if you wanted to do that, now this is what I like because the Unify stuff does not cost anything. There is no monthly fee, anything. And a lot of people have gotten away from providing that type of stuff. And y'all got me on a swivel to make sure audio is still coming through. I'm seeing everything and I'm still audio. But like if I had to build out one for you, like a camera system, because this can grow over time. You can get it as big as you want. So like with my mom, she had the Dream router. They don't have that available anymore. Let me see what one is applicable with this now. I want to see what apps can actually run with this. Yeah, I don't think that will work like that as well too. They used to have a standalone one. The Dream router, this smaller one, allowed you to actually run 2 apps on there. And see, this one doesn't allow you to do that at all as well. So this is just a router itself. But the camera system, you could pick from different cameras. Like I have one of these instant ones, this small one that just sits over here on my desk, and it's Wi-Fi based. But if you really wanted to look at one, I've also installed, if you don't want all that complexity, I have done Reolink as well too for some houses. Don't buy the service, the monthly service, but you can get a package here. And like, for example, like security camera systems, I've done when there's an 8 camera system. So let's just look at this one. I think it's 2K and 4K. And you just have the receiver and all of those plug into this. It does have a phone app that you can look at everything. The Unify one has one as well too, so you can look at all that stuff. So like here, if I look at mine, see like here on the phone app, I can see everything that's going on here as well too. Remote access, and to talk back to the access, Unify access, there has an access on your phone, so you can unlock everything from your phone as well too if you wanted to. But I mean, you can get one of these starter systems, the Reolink ones. Granted, I was looking at the high end one. You can get one that starts at maybe $400, and all you really got to do is run an Ethernet cable to each one of these locations and screw it into the wall, and that's pretty much it. But that's what I would recommend. If I like the Unify stuff because it adds networking, Wi-Fi, and your cameras all in one system, and you don't have multiple systems doing different things, because almost everybody has to worry about your network, offer Wi-Fi, and churches are looking at security cameras or door access. Instead of having multiple different services, all of this is on the Unify, and there is no monthly fee. That's just me personally. Rob was saying, Unify has some great stuff, including security cameras built in and PBX. Yeah, I'm actually using the Unify phone system as well too. for my stuff. That's my office phone right there. That's the Unify one. So I do that as well too. So that's the reason why I unified it. Now my phone is only about like $9 a month. That's my business phone. But yeah. Let me catch up. I see where everybody's saying no sound. He said, "Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the replay of the comments, not the live one. So I need to start doing that as well too. I'm seeing audio here, still seeing audio here. So I think we're good." All right, Bruce, let me know what y'all want me to repeat. You talking about the back end? It says audio stopped during the Unify explanation. Which part of the Unify? Let me know, and then I will repeat that as well, and make sure not to touch none of the stuff that I did before. See, y'all funny. This is where Ecamm would work. Nah, this had nothing to do with Ecamm. I think it was the update that kind of messed that up. Let me see. On page 3. Y'all funny. Did I get hackers? No. Y'all funny. Did y'all see AJ's face when he said, yeah. Mike was like, what's the name of that Be Right Back music? I don't know. I like electric, what is it? Electric swing. I've been on a kick with listening to a lot of that stuff. So back to Flexi. So I forgot to add the connection topography. ATEM Blackmagic to the HDMI out, to the HDMI to USB capture to the PC. I'm wondering why you're using the HDMI out to HDMI to USB when you can just use USB from the ATEM directly into the computer. You don't need a capture device at all. Why do you have that added on there? Let me know that, and we can see where we go from there. All right. So that's static. Okay, good. We're back. Page 3, page 2. All right, the buzz is gone. Time to move to back. No. What I think caused the crash was maybe that update. I shouldn't have done it. Because I got it last week and I didn't do it. And I forgot about it with everything that's going on. But RK Creative wants to know, what is the best computer spec for the media? Well, it depends on what that media computer is going to do. Yeah, it all depends. Like, again, for me, the same specs that I have on my website for the computers for presentation and streaming, that's still the same. Anthony, just to let you know, I'm thinking about dabbling with the new 8600G, the new AMD one, to see a build a system with that. I'm just trying to find a decent motherboard that's not overpriced for that, but I'll let you know. But it all depends. Like, again, this system right now, this is a Ryzen 9 5900X that I'm editing on, and that's the same processor that I have in my streaming system. I have a RTX 3080 for rendering in this system. I have a 2070, which was my original in that system for streaming. My own cast system that I really need to get back to work on, that is also a Ryzen 9, and that is a RTX 3060 that's inside that system. But again, all of these were meant to be like render farms when I render stuff to make it work faster, or to have more than enough power for streaming at 4K. Technically, I could stream at 8K, but there's no point in doing that. I don't have anything except for the software to do that. But it all depends on what your system is, and I'm making sure I'm looking at this as well too. You said y'all are getting ads. Hold on, let me see. Let's change the ad settings on here. It's set to let YouTube pick them. It had it set it balanced, and this is ever since they changed that update. I'm gonna make it to more conservative, so hopefully y'all aren't getting hit like crazy. Because again, I don't control that now anymore. Rhonda was saying Mixer aux 1 to an Elise Multimix 8 XLR in USB to PC Mac. OBS running limiter, compression, and gate. Should PC headphone be the same audio as stream? Headphone audio seems to be pre-OBS filters. Should PC headphone be the same audio as the stream? Well, that all depends on how you have your OBS set up to output anything. You could have it set to whatever your advanced settings under OBS, as well as what you have your OBS monitor out would be, unless you're using that audio plugin that Mike talks about a lot that you can filter exactly what you're hearing. It's kind of hard without seeing that there. JJ34, you mentioned that you installed LED walls previously. How have you seen an LED wall be used? My pastor wants one, but I want to have a plan for it before. Now, what we've used it before is for environmental stuff, to be like a backing graphics for a choir. Lyrics, I've used it when I want to do presentations. We've done it for bumpers and videos to play along with a sermon. So it can act. I've used it the exact same way as TVs, but then I've also used it as an independent screen. So like at Signs and Wonders, it was used for presentation, just for graphics and lyrics for the choir. But then when we did like Zoom calls, we can put all of the Zoom attendance on that back wall. It all depends. It's flexible. That's the way I've used it. I've used it in pretty different ways as well too. Yeah, which is strange. I've never had this system normally runs better than this one, just because I use this one all the time. This one is mainly just for streaming and doing rendering. When I do a big project, like I'll send this to render a video while I'm working on another video here. Yeah, that's a first. I've never seen that. That's the only reason why I think it was the vMix update, because that's the only thing that's happened to it, best I know. Miriam, when will the video about the DJI Mic 2 be out? Looking forward to it. I need to work on that one. I've been playing around with it, and I just used it, vanilla, and haven't really made a lot of changes to it. I want to do a deep dive on that as well too. I think especially since I'm taking all of March off, that's going to give me time to finish doing the videos on the Media Ministry Mentor that 2 people have bought, and I need to finish those videos out because they really shouldn't have been able to buy into that. I didn't want to release that until everything was done. Also work on some other videos, so I'm not rushing like I'm doing to do other installs. Then finish up the book because I need to push it back. It was supposed to be March 24th when I'm done, but just this stuff that happened recently just really messed my plans up. But gonna work on that, and I'll do something with that as well too, because I still need to do a review video of this Famaco joystick too that I've had for a minute and I just haven't had a chance to. You got that right. Man, that was my prayer the other day. I'm like, God, like, I'm doing what you want me to do. I need help. I can't do all of this by myself. Anthony, hey, it seems like it's one of those days. Yeah, it's been like one of those months, to be quite honest. Well, I mean, I don't want to say year, but it's the last 2 months have been, yeah. Anyway, let's see. That's page 2. Let's go to page 1. All right, so we're back over to vMix. Yeah, that's good. You're good. Rylan, man, you do some great videos, man. Just let you know. I do check your channel out. Do some great videos. Really appreciate the stuff that you do as well, too. We use the LoRack security system at our church, and it's been pretty good. We use Unify for Wi-Fi and network, and it's tempting to add the fobs and door locks. Yeah, I think it's going to be really cool, and because I've seen people use him for businesses, and I've been wanting to do this for a church, but and I think Pastor Kyle is like they're in a need to want to do the stuff as well too. So I'm looking forward to being able to do that. Ryan, excuse me. Would you recommend the PTZ joystick over the web? Oh, all day long. The web interface for me is like a backup in case something happens or if I'm remote. Like when I was in Ireland and they were having some issues, I could remote in and then take control of some stuff through the web interface since I can't physically touch the joystick. Now that's another thing I love about the Unify stuff. They've added some new features. And again, I'm gonna be real transparent. I've reached out to Unify to get an affiliate, but they never responded to me. But I mean, I still recommend their stuff. I was recommending their stuff way before I even reached out to stuff. But one of the other things, these are all the churches and installs that I manage with Unify stuff. But one of the things that they've done, like New Life Lutheran, I installed their stuff and they had an issue with their sound system. So what I was able to do is you can come here and make a magic site, and I can link my network with theirs. And I'll put mine together. And I can pick a network. So at this point, by me doing this right here, I can reach their stuff like it's on my own personal network. So if I go to advanced IP scanner, see my stuff, and maybe I should hide the MAC address. I can see their stuff as well at the same time. So, I'm only searching one port. That would probably be the reason why you can't see nothing. So you got to think, if you have like a Unify system at your home and then you have another one, you could like reach over into their stuff and, do some support. Like when they had an issue with their sound system was on the Wi-Fi. So now that I've bridged our networks, I could pull out my iPad that I had when I was there doing the install, bring up the app to control the Wi-Fi, to control the sound system here locally, and my computer could still see it, which was really, really cool. So let's see if we can find their stuff. So I'm still just seeing my stuff so far. All right, so like this, I don't have a Samsung phone. That was somebody on their Wi-Fi that was there, or could have been there. I think that is their security system there. That is their old camera. That's there. The one that I mounted in the back. And the other one should be 35. It should be there. But I mean, again, it just lets me bridge the networks there that I can do just an added level of support if I need to. And I'm going to go ahead and remove that. But that's going to make it really cool if I need to remote in and do some stuff. Yeah, the NVR is good. I don't have the NVR. I'm installing the NVR at Gates. The NVR is meant for when it's a dedicated system that just supports that, so that if you do more cameras. I'm nowhere close to having that many cameras here. So once you get past about 10 cameras, the UDM Pro can't handle that. You need something more than that. But yeah. But again, I just updated to version 27, so I thought of some other stuff too. Video Graham Point Biz. Owning the ATEM and the OC, I prefer by far prefer the OC. And if you have a network connection, RJ45, say goodbye to computer crash. Yeah, I mean, it's good. I have mine right here, long overdue for some more videos with this. Um, I'll probably have that one connected directly to the Mac for everybody who wants to do that. Yeah, the other thing, the ads that, some behind the scenes stuff from YouTube, ads are based on the viewer. It's not generic. Now, I can kick off an ad and then it will go, but that ad is not universal to everybody. So, like right now, I'm going to kick off an ad right here. I can insert an ad manually. I can't control which one goes to something. So, let's go ahead and press an ad now. So, while that's going on, if y'all have can't skipped out of the ad, let me know in the comments what ad showed up so we can show how that goes. Back to Anthony. Are you still building with 16 gigs of memory? Yes, at minimum. I don't see a reason to go to 32 yet unless it's specifically called for. When I can get 32 gigs of memory for $50, that's when I'll start moving to that. Mr. Clarence, for previous questions, Stream Up for OBS will examine and track all relevant plugins. Thank you for that. Thank you. I appreciate that. So Rhonda, yeah, I would look at that audio. I forgot what it was, Mike. If you could put that comment, what that plugin is for the audio, I think that would help. Appreciate that. D Green, any tips for removing static, hum, and feedback from speakers? Yes, it will be a hum eliminator. And give me 1 second because it's in the car. Hold on. All right, so something like this is really simple that I've put in between because I think like some speakers at one church, the musicians blew the speakers and then I replaced them and then they tried to blow them again. So it had this RF feed on there and I put this in between it until we got the new speakers and it solved it. And then sometimes like if you got cables laying all over top of power cables and stuff like that, I've put this in here in between and that's helped out a lot. So I'll put I'll tag that product here, and I've used them a ton of times. I keep them here just in case, because again, I've bought this one multiple times. You XLR in or 1/4 inch in, and it gives you 2 channels. Works very, very well. Let's see. Kenneth, good day. Your information has been super helpful in our church. I'm glad that has been helpful, and thank you so much. Rob, normally it would be 7 p.m. Eastern, but because everybody was doing the Super Bowl, we're not doing one this Sunday. It's going to be the following Sunday. So Reverend Leroy was saying it wasn't talking about the green screen in Prism under virtual background under background next to the original square. You find remove background. All right, let me open that back up and let's try that. All right, I had to turn back on. camera streaming. All right, let's try and find out what you were talking about here. So you said remove background. I need to put this on a different screen. So I don't know why they don't fix that. All right, so let me bring back your comment up so I can actually see it again. So you're saying it wasn't about under virtual background. Virtual background. Am I missing something? I don't. Yeah, I'm really off. I don't see where it says virtual background. Docs, tools. I see virtual camera. I don't see virtual background. What menu is that under? And then I'll try and find it from there. I don't see it. So my apologies for that right now. Oh, I clicked on it and then it popped right down. Hold on. If I use the PGZ plugin in OBS, would it work based on Wi-Fi connection or something else? It would use it off of whatever network access that you have to that computer, whether it be network or Wi-Fi. Yeah, it'll work either way. Yeah. Yeah, it is pretty cool. They do have a VPN that's built in as well, too. I haven't played around with that. Let me see. I'm going to turn off monetization right now and just see if that helps. If y'all are saying the ads are still going crazy. You said the links. It should be some of them there. It should be playback during the playback. When you rewind, they should be there because it shows. I just can't recall which ones I did, so my apologies on that. And I didn't bring that question up when you're saying, could you post the links back up again? Back to Rhonda. Recording and streaming with OBS simultaneously. What settings so record audio is the same as the stream? Seems to be pre. Let me close this and let me open back OBS and let's see. So for me, if I do output, see, I have mine same as stream, and then I don't use any different settings. So whatever is going to the stream, that's my record quality, and then my audio should be exactly the same. That's at least how I have mine. So, I mean, unless, and now if you do advanced, you might get into some other stuff like this. That's why I don't get onto here. And then you could add a bunch of other stuff here. But like I said, I'm a simple person. I just keep mine on simple, and I just pick that, and that's just me. Anything other than that, I don't know. I would probably direct that question for more detail to anybody else in the Facebook group. Because me personally, I don't delve into that, so I don't really know. Philip Paul, hey AJ, how can I set a desktop or computer to on automatically when on the power supply running? Well, I mean, you have to make that setting change in the BIOS. And I don't have a way to show that right now without shutting down a computer, which I just did accidentally, and I don't want to do that again. Inside the BIOS, there should be a setting. Not all motherboards support this, but there should be one that says how to handle when there's an AC power off. The computers like at Antioch, I can remotely control them because I have them on a Wi-Fi switch that I can turn off. But at the same time, their BIOS is set when power is lost. Once power is restored, what state do you want it to be? Do you want it to always be off, be on, or there's a third setting I forgot. But I always have it when the power is restored to bring the computer back on. So that way I can kill the computer or turn it back on and get back access to it. That's in the motherboard. And that is in multiple places. So there's no generic way for me to say do this. It's normally under power management or something like that, but I can't tell you exactly where it is. All right, next. Come on now. All right. Prism Live is great. Way better than OBS. They're going to integrate remote guests next. Awesome. Thank you for that update. Rhonda, very much so. I remember getting that. I've had premium for maybe around like 4 years, and I am not going back for that. And Mike, thank you for that. The plugin is the audio monitoring is simply there. So thank you. And Stanley, thank you for the subscription. Much appreciated. Bruce, let's see. MIT X Pro was the ad that came up here when I refreshed. MIT X Pro. Interesting. You said virtual background is in Prism background. All right, let's go back and check that out again. Thank y'all for that. Don't let anybody ever tell you that one person knows everything. I know I don't. So let you say under. Yeah, I had that. Let's see. It's in Prism background. I can't. I wish they would fix this thing about multiple screens, because it just makes it really hard for me to show what I'm doing here. Oh, actually, it says it has an update. I'm not streaming with this one. I'll update this one. Nah, user experience optimization. Maybe that will fix the issue that I'm having right now. So we'll come back to that and check that out. But thank y'all for that, for pointing me in that direction. Back to Rhonda. Appreciate it, Mike. That's how I have mine, sweet. Also, but when I edit in Resolve, it sounds different. Volume is typically lower than the stream. Yeah, I would just boost it. Normally, I always have to boost my audio when I'm editing as well, too. Yeah, I'm doing good. She's doing good. She's at school. She had her math stuff. We're playing with improper fractions and least common denominator, and trying to explain to her with dimes that one, if you have 3 dimes and you take 1, that's 1/3. Or it's 2/6 and she didn't understand that. So I had to break out the coins to explain that, but she's doing good. Thanks for asking. And I think why does it look like I'm missing some comments here? But yeah, like I said, if y'all are trying to send something to me, especially with VA to VI, yeah, email me at questions@ajhomes.com and I will circle back with you and see what we can do to help. Let me see. Well, you know what? Let's do a pause, because I told you I was going to do this. So we got some more Bible trivia. I hope y'all are ready for that. A prize for that is going to be another desk placemat that y'all could use. And I am going to emissionarygear.com is where you can get it from. So we come over here. It's going to be this joint right here. That's what y'all are going to go for. All right. And I'm going to order one for our winner from last week. And we're going to get to that. So let me pull this up and let's change our super source to 6. All right. Now we're looping on itself from the background. No, I can't do that because I am using the background. So anyway, y'all ready for some Bible trivia? We're gonna give you a couple of questions here, and that's what you're gonna win for. We already did that one. All right, yeah, I think we're gonna do this one. So let's go over here to page number 7. And let's get ready. Let me put myself in the lower corner here. This is Bible trivia. Trying to just change it up a little bit. I don't want y'all to just be knowledgeable and just all the tech stuff. I mean, we need to know the Bible as well, too. So it says round 6 because this is more difficult questions. Actually, let's jump over to round 5. No, I can't do round 5 because that's putting the Bible stuff in order. Oh, yeah, let's do this one. Round 4. All right, you got 4 questions. All right, we're going to do a running tally. The answer is A. Y'all funny. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. Until when did Jesus remain in Egypt with his parents when he was a baby? I mean, look, that's simple. It's not a number. It's an event. All right. Until when did Jesus remain in Egypt with his parents when he was a baby? All right. Second one. What was the name of Samson's father? What was the name of Samson's father? All righty. Next one. What happens to treasure laid up on earth? That's easy. What happens to treasure laid up on earth? All right. Next one. On what day of creation were dry land and the seas created? All right. Let's go back. I'm looking at some questions. Y'all ain't got them answers. Let's go back. Until when did Jesus remain in Egypt with his parents? Until when did Jesus remain in Egypt with his parents when he was a baby? Number 2, what was the name of Samson's father? What was the name of Samson's father? Number 3, I normally should have some tense music playing. What happens to treasure laid up on earth? All right, I'm seeing somebody in the running. They got some stuff. They got 2 of them right so far. What happens to treasure laid up on earth? Last question. On what day of creation were dry land and the seas created? On what day of creation was it created? All righty. All righty. I think that's it. All righty. So let's give a little bit of time. I'm doing some monitoring right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see one person that got them all. And honestly, that's the first person I see that's got them all. All righty. So let's go back over here. So what is it? Until when did Jesus remain in Egypt with his parents when he was a baby? And the answer is Tangela is the first one that I see got it right. Until the death of Herod the Great, which is in Matthew 2:15. All righty. Number 2, what was the name of Samson's father? Seeing the first person that got that right. And that is Manoah. And the first person that got that right was Rob there. That's Judges 13:24. Simple one for the Bible scholars out there. What happens to treasure laid up on earth? Let's see who's the first one that got that. Tangela was the first one that got that one. And that was becomes corrupted and thieves steal it. Rot, corrupted, not the same thing. I'll give you that one. All right. And then the last one. It's almost a balancing act right now. On what day of creation was dry land and the seas created? That was the third day, Genesis 1:9-13. So what we got is 1, 2. Let me actually go back here. Let me just make sure this is correct. That's Matthew 16:9. Let's go ahead and look that up. All right, if we bring that up here, lay not up for yourselves treasure upon earth where moth and rust doth corrupt and where thieves break in. So let's actually look at the whole thing. Make sure we're giving people credit for where it is. So that was 19. Let's go back. Let's go back one. Nope, it's not that. I guess it all depends on the translation. That's 21st century. Let's go ahead and look at just straight King James and see what 19 says. What's the same? It says this word corruptive. Don't see one that's... Now, the next one, it says, but lay up yourselves treasure in heaven where neither moth nor dust doth corrupt. So we got to be... It doesn't say anything specifically on rot, but I'm gonna give the bonus for that. All right. Yeah, so I'll give you that one. So I'll say we got a tie. If I knock it down like that, we're gonna have a tie. So we'll have a tie between Rob and Tangela. So I'll go ahead and honor both of y'all with that one. If y'all would email me your mailing information at questions@ajhomes.com, Rob and Tangela, I will send y'all that and as a thank you. And let me know, do y'all like this? I want to mix it up a little bit and then just do another way of doing a giveaway. We might switch it up. I think might switch it up to where it's like, hey, you pick something from the merch store or something like that. But hopefully that helps. And I think that's about it for today. Again, we got a bunch of stuff that's supposed to be coming in today. Like I said, for the Unify the Church that I'm doing with Good, I was saying Good Shepherd, Gates of Faith. But oh, what was the link for the privacy? That was grc.com. That's what that was. GRC. So if we come over here real quick, that was grc.com. And the app you're looking for is Shields Up. The link. It's not an app, excuse me. Just click on Shields Up. And did I click on the wrong one? Shields Up. Anyway, it's right down here. Shields Up. So that's what you would go. And again, I'm not going to click that link because it's dependent on the person. So if you just go there to GRC and then scroll down, you do have services is right there. It shields up the very first one. You can go there as well too. So like I said, Tangela and Rob, go ahead and send that your information to me, I will send that out and honor the one from last week as well. I just order all of them at the same time. And I think that's about it. Always good to do a test on your network monthly, which is very good. Yes, you should do that because stuff is coming out all the time to change. People are leveraging AI is good, but then they're using that for some nefarious stuff. So we got to be on our game. Sandra, I got you too as well. I'm gonna send all of y'all. So again, got kind of held up last week, but we will send that off to the winners of this week and last week. So I want to give a big shout out to my YouTube and Patreon supporters. If you like what we do here, folks, again, I don't take stuff, sponsorships and stuff like that. Nobody pays for any of this stuff. It's because of the support of our Patreons and YouTube members that help pay for the prizes that we do, the things that we do here. And then if I have any extra left over from projects, I donate that stuff as well too. And this is my way of giving back. I mean, yeah, I would love to do more stuff, but hey, guess what? The stuff does cost money. And I just want to thank all of the people that you see on the screen that have contributed for years to help this stuff get done. And if you like what we do, you can go to patreon.com/AJaytheCEO. You can get started for $1 a month, or you can click the join button down below to become a YouTube member. You get benefits of getting access to replays of our roundtables. I have discounts on things that you can get from the website. At the e-missionary level on Patreon, you get a free monthly consultation with me for 1 hour to talk about whatever that you want from a media ministry standpoint. And I know Mr. Clarence has leveraged that, and a couple of other people have, and I really appreciate that. And I think that's about it for the day. Please make sure if you have any other questions, you can email me here at questions@ajhomes.com. If you need additional help, you can always go to ajhomes.com/consultations. And don't forget, we are about, I don't know, maybe about like 50 people or 100 and some, no, right under 100 people away from 61,000 subscribers. But again, our next giveaway is going to be at 70,000. And you can enter that. If you haven't already, you can go to this link that's in the description or right here to enter our giveaway. This is where we're giving away a $2,000 live streaming bundle to help out. That is an A10 Mini Extreme, a PoE switch, a joystick, and a 20x PTZ camera. Again, this is my way of giving to help move everybody forward. Yeah, we do videos to teach, but we also want to help put some stuff there to help get your stuff going as well too. I hope that benefits y'all. Again, many thank yous for everybody who sent comments and stuff like that. And I say it not just for me. I know I'm preaching to the choir when I say this. If you're a pastor on here or a minister or any type of leadership, please take the time to thank the people that are in media ministry. We do a lot of stuff. And a lot of the stuff that we do that most churches do not know about is tiring, and it's a lot of times is a thankless job. You don't know, and I'm saying this from my standpoint, to hear people that I've never met say that I've helped them, that means a lot to me, especially when you might not be hearing it locally. So please take the time to say thank you to the people in your media ministry. And honestly, any ministry in general, but I'm saying it because I'm talking from a media ministry. Take the time to show appreciation for them. Take them out for dinner or something, for a lunch. Just call them out, especially at the middle of service, at the end of service. Thank them, because these people who are volunteering their time, we should never take people for granted, because people don't have to do what they do. Now, I'm just saying this. Don't take this the wrong way. I don't have to do this. I do this because I'm called to do this. This is my assignment for the season. I do it for that reason. But to the extent of what I do, I don't really have to do it that way. I do it because this is what I'm supposed to do right now. And just think about that. All of y'all are doing this. Take a moment to just thank. And if you don't have that, if you're in leadership in your media, you take the time to thank the other people, the volunteers in your team as well, too, because they don't have to be there either. We just need to show appreciation to everything because, again, this is hard. And you never know what anybody's going through. And that one word of encouragement means a lot. I know it meant a lot to me when it's just been a lot of stuff that's been going on. So, again, thank y'all for what y'all have done. Thank you for the support. Thank you for everything like that. We are on a mission to hit 100,000 subscribers this year. I know we can do it. I need your help. So if you haven't subscribed, please do it. Honestly, recommend this, the videos to other ministries, not just for me to get the numbers, but to help educate other folks. I would really appreciate it. I think we can do it. I know we can do 100,000 this year, folks, because there's some big things I want to do at 100,000. And I think it's going to open up a lot of doors for us to reach other people and be more influential in what we're doing from a media ministry standpoint, as well as to help more people. So if no one's ever told you, thank you for what you're doing, folks. Really appreciate it. If you weren't here, we'd be missing something. So don't let anybody ever tell you that you're not appreciated, because I appreciate you. So y'all have a good day, evening, afternoon, wherever you is, folks, and we'll be catching y'all on the next video, folks. Later.